All right, craziness, craziness, craziness. Hey everybody, we got a crazy new Obosh deck here, and this time it's not mono red, it's mono black. And before I go on further, please hit that like button. We're gonna spread the reach of this deck further, and hitting the like button, it does seem to boost the algorithm quite a bit. And I mean, how can you say no to like this? Isn't this a work of art? I mean, I'm not that arrogant, but just whatever you want to say about it, you can't take your eyes off of it, can you? And if you want to see more of this, hit that subscribe, icon as well. And I try to post at least once a week. And I want to just share some of these crazy, some of this craziness that I got going on here. So yeah, anyway, let's just get to it. Yeah, I do hope you enjoy. I do hope you subscribe. I do hope you hit that like button. But Castle Locthwain is really kind of the glue that holds this whole deck together. Um, just drawing like gazillion cards. We're gonna try the 8-field effect in mono black. It's been quite a surprisingly amazing thing in my mono red deck. The idea of actually having a decent to good matchup against Tron is quite appealing, when Tron was literally the worst matchup for this deck before. So, you know, and this makes me wonder, could this deck even be better than mono red mid range? I mean, we get more interaction. Um, I always used to think, do we really need black in Rakdos mid range? Maybe the question is, do we really need red? And in that regard, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, it's no Den of the Bugbear, but at the same time, what it lacks in terms of making goblin tokens, it makes up for in having additional graveyard hate. And sometimes that's even more valuable. What can I say? 8 swamps, because we got to have enough swamps to pull out with our field of red effects. 8 mountains was fine in mono red. I see no reason to think 8 swamps won't be good enough here. Spellbomb. Basically, this is like our resident relic of Progenitus here. But the main reason we're playing this instead of Relic is that we have Cling to Dust. It's just super solid. Just draw a card, kill our entire graveyard. Sure, in some matchups the graveyard doesn't matter that much, but it's basically a cantrip. You draw a card. Also, for what it's worth, it enables Revolt with Fatal Push, which is always nice, as do the 8 fields. Yeah, and Bloodcheif's Thirst. 1 mana, cleanly deal with Ren and 6. I mean, isn't that enough said? But in all seriousness, this deals with most things in the early game for 1 mana, and this deals with literally anything for 4 mana. I mean, there's this sweet spot of 3 mana cards, which can be a little clunky for this to deal with sometimes, but literally anything but 3 mana cards, it deals with either at parity or at mana advantage, or, yeah, pretty much at parity, mana advantage, or, yeah, that's it pretty much. The only time you go into a mana deficit is if you're dealing with a 3 mana card. But if you got enough mana, you can do what you got to do. And Cling to Dust, honestly, I think this is a card that probably should see more play even outside of mono black. I guess people just are spoiled for so many good cards to play, but the card's life gain, it's a draw engine, it's graveyard hate. I mean, it's just a Swiss Army knife. Um, I don't know what to say. I've generally just had nothing but good things to say about Cling to Dust. Generally, I have nothing but good things to say about just so many of the cards. Honestly. And of course, Fatal Push. I mean, we're playing black. How can we not play Fatal Push, the literal best black removal spell probably ever printed? Um, Funeral Charm. I know this card looks so janky, man, but let me tell you, our days of losing to getting juked by Ragavan are over, and Funeral Charm is a big part of that. Discarded instant speed. You know, I don't want to spoil it, but we might get to see this in the league come into play. Let me tell you, Raven's Crime is such a enigma, you could say, because I think people assume that you got to play this in 8 rack, but you totally don't. The reality is, like, it always is kind of a 1-for-1, but really what this enables you to do is, if you're mana flooded, you get to trade those lands into whatever's in the opponent's hand. And if they don't have anything in their hand, fine, you can just continue playing lands out of your hand. But if they do, worst case scenario, maybe you hit a land out of their hand. So then you're even. But if you hit like gas out of their hand and you trade a land for it, then suddenly you traded your mana flood for gas from their hand. And I mean, I don't know what to tell you other than that this is such a simple card, and yet really it has been quite an underperforming powerhouse for me. Like, really. And hopefully we'll get to see that in these games that I'm going to show you. And Also, one of the biggest problems with Castle Locthwain sometimes is that when we just draw a bunch of lands, we just take too much damage and we can't even play all the lands out. So we can take less damage, and that's where Raven's Crime can also come in handy because you can discard all those extra lands. Sometimes you even discard the extra lands even if they don't have any cards in their hand, because sometimes you just got to get them out of your hand so that Castle Locthwain doesn't damage you too much, and it can do that too. And of course, Liliana the Veil. What can I say about her that hasn't already been said? Other than I'll say she's particularly good, where sometimes we want to just get extra cards out of her hand, like Castle Locthwain, similar to Raven's Crime, like I was describing. Um, yeah, just a very solid card, and what more can I say? Also deals with creatures, obviously. So, um, yeah, one-shotting Murktide. I mean, sign me up. Not necessarily always the best, but it's never bad. At its worst, at its worst, it's never really that bad, And I think we all probably know that by this time. And Murderous Rider, I mean, especially if we're playing Obosh, like if at some point we want to play a heavy hitting 3 mana spell, and I think Murderous Rider pretty much fits that bill. I mean, how crazy it is that I might be kind of moving past Bone Crusher Giant, and yet I'm playing Murderous Rider, but here we are. Because the card literally deals with any creature or any planeswalker for 3 mana. Yes, you lose 2 life, but the card is a life linking 2/3 on the back end, so you can gain that life back. While it hasn't been like absolutely insane necessarily for me, this has been a card that I have always, almost always been pleased to have access to. The only times it's been less than stellar is when I've had too many copies in my hand. But I would say that I'm still, I mean, I could play less copies, but I mean, I'm MHayashi. But aside from that, the amount of times where I want to draw it and I don't, I think still end up being more than the amount of times where I draw too many copies. And for that reason, notwithstanding the MHayashi 4 of rule, I still think this is a very good card, and it's 3 mana, so it's not even that expensive in the grand scheme of things. March of Wretched Sorrows, just a very solid spell that gains life. It deals with creatures, it deals with planeswalkers. I mean, yes, it's not always the most efficient, but at the end of the day, once again, just very flexible removal, and the fact that it's life gain on top, just kind of hard to argue with it, in my opinion. Yeah, and of course the sideboard, if you've ever seen my mono black content, Necromentia has been an all-star for dealing with all kinds of crazy combo. We used to play Blast Zone in the main deck, but now that we have 8 fields in the main deck, I definitely want to make room for it in the sideboard. 2 Karn Sylex, honestly, I just kind of like having access to kind of a catch-all card, especially like if they play Pithing Needle on Blast Zone, if I'm bringing this in. Sometimes I don't name Blast Zone, but if it's Hammer Time, they might. And just having a card that can kind of deal with Pithing Needle, deal with just a lot of stuff, deal with tokens. It's a little help against rhinos. I mean, yeah, Rhino, honestly, the main thing we're going to be gunning for with rhinos is to try to get a Necromentia off to take the rhinos out of their hands. In the meantime, it is worth noting that most of our removal spells do actually cleanly deal with at least 1 rhino token, so there's that. But at the end of the day, I like Karn Sylex. It's just a nice little catch-all that we can play as a 2 of, and, I endorse it. And then we got Feed the Swarm. Yes, this will turn off Obosh if we bring it in, but look, folks, Liliana Sanctity has just been so annoying. Sometimes getting juked by Urza Saga early on is so annoying. There's few cards I know of that can deal with both of those so efficiently. And if you all know a card that is better at dealing with both Urza Saga and with Liliana Sanctity early on before before either Urza Saga can start tapping to make tokens, because like in Affinity, if they start making tokens, they're like 5/5s and 6/6s, and that can be. I mean, we can deal with them, I guess. It's not the end of the world, but I don't know what to say other than that. It cleanly deals with Urza Saga, and it cleanly deals with Liliana Sanctity. I don't know too many other black cards that deal with that. Very importantly, it deals with it on turn 2, so that by turn 3 we can start playing Necromentia, and that's one of the main things I don't like, is the combo decks they bring in Liliana Sanctity, so then that turns off my Necromentia. But what I like about Feed the Swarm is unless they got multiple ley lines, and sometimes they do, usually they don't, I can pay 2, deal with the leyline, pay 3 Necromentia, and I'm good to go. Let's see how the games go. But that's my logic with these cards. Let's at least try to have some fun here. Let's see how it goes. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Let's get to the game. All right, match 2. Sucks to lose against a matchup that's pretty good for mono red, but unfortunately we're not playing mono red, and I don't know what happened there exactly, but whatever it was, that doesn't really happen that often with mono red. I'm not sure, maybe it doesn't happen that much to us either, but it certainly happened there. Could have been a situation where maybe not bringing in the sideboard card so we had access to Obosh could have been good. I guess I'll keep, although I'm very not sure about this. Yeah, I'm very not sure about this. Well, we're going to try to Raven's Crime, because that also makes our Cling to Dust better. Maybe. You'll love to see it. And having 8 fields is so good against Tron. It's like our only saving grace, really. There's one. Alright, well, let's continue doing this. We may actually want to prioritize discarding lands, although Castle Locthwain is kind of hard to pass up on. We have a ton of Sylvan Scryings here. Maybe. Okay, Wormcoil, interesting. Yeah, we're definitely doing this. I think we might actually Raven's Crime. I don't think we need another Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And thinning land out of our hand will make the Castle Locthwain better. That's kind of one of the main reasons Raven's Crime is even in here. Ready. Okie dokie. We do have some anti-planeswalker tech, but we need to draw it, and unfortunately we also want to draw a anti-Tron land tech. And drawing both of those is going to be a little difficult. Let's see here. Oh. Crucible of Worlds, that's weird. Alright, well, I guess that's a card. Man, I guess they got us, didn't they? Yeah, they kind of got us, didn't they? Yeah, Crucible's gonna make things, it's gonna negate the 8 field. Yeah, there's the Crucible. Hopefully we put them in a situation where they can't do that much with the mana. They did discard their Wormcoil. I think they're going to get Pithing Needle most likely. It's kind of what I would expect. Excuse the yawn. They could just put something random in their hand to play around me discarding something. They put a land in their hand that plays around the discard effect quite nicely. But they need to put an artifact land in their hand, which they could. They could play like Darksteel Citadel, there's Pithing Needle. Okay. Then I draw a land so I can activate the Hive. Alright, well I guess I have to cling to dust, don't I? Or maybe not, because exiling 5 seems like not a great idea. Dang it, I have anti-planeswalker tag. Just don't have it in my hand. A consistent problem with mono black. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they don't have Mog, which is good, I guess. Castle Locthwain, okay. That's good, I guess. Yeah, let's do this. If they try to remove it somehow, I can play Funeral Charm at least. We're gonna go get Boseiju. It's not Boseiju. They might already have it in their hand. Okay. Let's look at that. Okay. Alright, well, that's... We at least got Karn off the table. That's something. Dang, the Vugan, hopefully they don't draw a big payoff. Alright, well, that's a fairly big payoff. We can bring that back with Crucible. This is not ideal. Actually, I can crack the Nihil Spellbomb, which I probably should. Turn off auto yields. Alrighty. And they are going to play Wormcoil. But I do have a lot of straight creature removal, at least. I think first things first, I need Planeswalker removal. Oh, that's not good. Man, I guess I have to lose some life. No, let's just do this. It discards a card. We'll do this. So I'll have to discard a Raven's Crime. This Pith of Needles turning out to be kind of brutal, not gonna lie. None of it, we have no anti-planeswalker tech though. Oh no, of course, Liliana, what am I thinking? It's like the biggest no-brainer ever. Alrighty. We still might have a chance, just gotta draw some anti-planeswalker tech right now. Of course we don't. That's okay, we can do this one. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, that's a start. That is a start. I think we're going to do this in response to their uptick. I guess they could restart the game. At this point, I think I'll take it if they want to restart the game. I don't know why they would if I were them. can deal 5. Okay. For some reason this thing is blocking me. There we go. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Da, 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 da. Okay, well I can march again, I guess. Dang, this sucks. Ready. At least I gain life and I keep it a little bit under control. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got here? Alright, well, I think I gotta do it. As imperfect though it may be. And this is where Cling to Dust really comes in handy, being able to take care of that land. And I gotta do this now so they can't there's my Planeswalker removal, but they're gonna hit it with the Karn. God, that sucks, but the problem is I couldn't let them just get it back. I was hoping to hit a land so I could just discard it with the Raven's Crime, or play it out, but that's what it is. Maybe getting to the point where I can put Obosh in the hand, although they can easily just take it. Yeah, I think putting Obosh to hand is a trap. I'm gonna do this, because why not? Alright. What am I even hoping to draw if I do this? I don't know what I'm hoping to draw, but I gotta hope for something. Alrighty. Yeah, a little too little, a little too late. Well, we had a solid chance, but that Crucible World is kind of brutal, not gonna lie. Necromentia on Tron seems like a pretty half decent. I don't know how useful Nihil Spellbomb really is. I mean, it came in handy sort of against the Crucible Worlds, but I think Cling to Dust was kind of, truth be told, they kind of worked in tandem. Truth be told. Should I have Hive or should I have Castle? But part of me wants Blast Zone, believe it or not. But that's gonna, I just don't think I can. But I want to be able to hit their Pithing Needle, so maybe I need a couple Karn Sylex. Okay. I think Fatal Push is pretty non-existent in its helpfulness. March can be okay. It's not as good as the more directly helpful cards. And Karn Sylex is good, but I think these other cards are kind of just better. I think here. I don't know, March might be a trap, truth be told. Probably is. I'm actually just going to play Blast Zone. I'm actually going to play Blast Zone as my 28th land. This is where Raven's Crime really shines because, you know, it really helps to mitigate having like a way overabundance of lands. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna toss this back. Alrighty. Yeah, no way, Jose, am I tossing this back. Alrighty. Okay, Chromatic Star, that's fine. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do this now. Because what if I draw like a Raven's Crime? Nope. So that definitely could have been premature, but it was a risk I was willing to take. Alrighty. Man, I want to kind of Demolition Field them, but realistically, just kind of getting rid of their Tron lands for good is probably better while they're tapped out. Urza's Power Plant. Let's do it. So now they literally can't get Tron anymore, but they do have Karn the Great Creator. So they have Olive Dust, got to keep that in mind. Sphere, Star, Promised End, Map. Hey, where am I? Liberated. More Great Creators. O-Stones, Relics, Sanctums, Scryings, Spirit Dragon, Ceaseless Hunger, Mines, Towers, 2 Engines. Alrighty. Alrighty. Power Plant. Yep, alright. I think that little token is worth keeping them off Tron for the rest of the game. Okay, so Scrying. Forest. Same type of artwork. Now there's this mine with Genitus. Okay. I think I have to Murderous cut the Karn. Alrighty. Good creator. Okay, that is what it is. No, you gotta remember what if we exile an artifact, they can go wish for it with Karn. So I may wanna actually deprioritize wishing for artifacts. Strange as that may sound. Liquid metal, okay. Alright, let's just do this here. Okay. Alright, it's not exactly unexpected, but we can Murderous Ride and play something out, so there's that. Crucible of Worlds, okay. But it doesn't matter though, at the end of the day, because so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack, and we're gonna hope that they block. Okay. So we're going to swift end this. Now we're going to play this. Maybe. At least they can't get Tron with this, though. Okay. Alrighty. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I know they can just keep bringing it back, but I can hopefully still slow them down in their mana production. Plus I thin my deck, which is always nice. And heaven knows I need to thin my deck from lands. Alrighty. Yeah, they don't want to crack their relic too. That's another thing too about hitting their lands, is it delays them cracking their relic. Which is nice. Alright, Blast Zone. Quinn Metal. Alrighty. Yada yada yada. I could put Obosh to hand. I probably should. Get one of the mines at least. Yeah, Obosh, our old buddy, our old pal. How nice for you to be playing on a different team this time. You're such a team player. Alright, so they got rid of the other land they had, which I'm sure they got plenty of lands in their hand by now. Okay. Okay. They could start besieging me indefinitely, couldn't they? But they have to play it out, though. It's a consideration, isn't it? I would say it's a consideration. Hey, what a might. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If I actually pump this thing to 4, no, that it's just it doesn't win automatically. So. That. Let's see, 5, 4. I don't want to show them I got Blast Zone just yet. Actually, maybe I do have lethal. Because if I Murderous Ride this thing, as paradoxical as it might sound, yeah, that's fine. And I can use Funeral Charm as a pump spell. hopefully Murderous Rider gets buffed. Yeah, don't forget, Funeral Charm is good for more than just discarding and killing Ragavan. It actually does have its uses, believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not, it does have its uses. Okay. I'm actually wondering if Nihil Spellbomb is that good. You know what? Nihil Spellbomb, I'm gonna actually have to go with March. We need to be able to. Man, I didn't realize how unlucky I was in game 1, because we actually have 12 anti-planeswalker tech, because March also gets Karn off the table. Karn is just such a big problem. But between Hive of the Eye Tyrant and Cling to Dust, I think we've got pretty good, we've got a good chance to keep their graveyard empty of lands. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I think this is a keep. I mean, it's got Field of Ruin. It's got some discard spells. Hopefully they don't have Liliana Sanctity. They sometimes play it because of burn mainly, and then we get caught as a side effect. Let's see. Well, buddy old pal, I think we're taking some mulligans. Okay, one mulligan. Well, every little mulligan, even if it's just one, we're not going to complain. Alrighty. Let's go. Okay. Well, we do have the fields, so there is that. We want to do this now because we want to minimize their options to discard. Because once they can draw a card with Chromatic Sphere. Star, I mean. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, interesting. What are we gonna draw? Ghostbusters. Who are we gonna draw? La 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 la. I can't see. Come on. We do have the fields, so we got some kind of plan. All right, I'm gonna do it. Okay, hopefully they don't natural Tron. Doesn't look like so far. That's good. Alright, it looks like they're working towards Tron. Because they're working their way back to you, Tron. Okay, well. Hey, we got a chance. We got a shot. We got some possibilities here. I like Raven's Crime. I dig it. Definitely we want to do this to keep them off Tron, obviously. Yes, they can protect what they have by cracking Chromatic Sphere, but I still think Raven's Crime was a very, very solid draw, for obvious reasons. I'm surprised they didn't try to protect that by cracking Chromatic Sphere. Because I guess they have to get to 4 lands, but that's a good card to protect. It really would be. I might not actually use Field of Ruin if they don't present a better Tron land. My little birdie joined us. She might not actually say anything though. She just wants kissy kissy time. Okay. Alright, well, hopefully I draw another land to discard. Well, I might still draw another land to discard, we'll see. I'm definitely going to hit one of these mines. Oh yeah, asking you shall receive. Hopefully it's not a, okay good. I was going to say hopefully it's not a, what do you call that card again? Veil of Summer. Interesting. Well, thankfully we can play Bloodcheif's Thirst or March, depending on how we're feeling. I'm feeling in the mood to Bloodcheif's Thirst, I think. Because to wrench we'd have to discard 2 and pay 2. Even then we wouldn't kill it, we'd only deal 5. Yeah, let's just Bloodcheif's Thirst this. Alrighty. I think they regret not grabbing Crucible Worlds. Crucible Worlds would have been game changer for them. Alrighty. Okay, Oblivion Stone. Yeah, you gotta like it. Alright, I'll bite, and I'll just do this. I'll play this out. So I'll do this on upkeep. Or draw step, rather. Don't fail a summer, me bro. Okay. So whatever they drew, they wanted to protect. Okay, fair enough. I wanted to plan the Karn. Okay, fair enough. Let's do this here. I mean, this has got to be one advantage though. So like a mid-range deck that doesn't just auto lose to Tron. You know, who would have thunk? Yeah, the land thinning is super valuable here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's get this Obosh into our hand. This is where Obosh actually comes in handy. They can kill it with Oblivion Stone, but then they have to use it. Yeah, I think playing Obosh is big game. We could choose to charge up Bless Zone to 3 to take out the Oblivion Stone first. Might not be that bad of an idea, to be honest. Especially since it looks like they're going to hit their 5th land drop. But then they can just charge their Blast Zone up to kill the Obosh. Yeah, so you know what, let's just play it out. I tapped my lands wrong. Whatever. You really should not just be whatever, but Yeah, I really should have kept that Blast Zone up to charge. I don't think having Blast Zone on 1 helps, and being on 2 is better than being on 1. That's for sure. Okay, they're obviously going to crack the... That's fine. Two, three. Okay, we didn't make the same mistake again. Yeah. I like it. I like it, really, I do. Yeah, hitting that expedition map is non-trivial as well. It really isn't. It's not trivial. Okay. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, they're gonna play it, of course. Good for them. We'll do this though. Continuing our quest to thin our deck. Probably just draw a card in a turn. I mean, even though losing 2 life is a little brutal, it's still worth it, I think. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair. But them having to go down a life is definitely something worthwhile. So which one of their lands did we hit the most? We hit a lot of Urza's Mines, we hit a lot of... We hit 2 Urza's Power Plants, 3 Urza's Mines. I mean, 1 Urza Tower, so we could hit Urza Tower, but we could also hit some payoffs. I don't really know what to hit with the Necromentia. We could also hit some of their stones. Let's see, Chromatic Star, Chromatic Sphere. I already used a good number of these things. Ugh, I hate these things. We're gonna get rid of these things just to get them out of our hand. So I guess first thing we're gonna do is Urza's Tower. Because why not? How many lands do they even have in their deck? We hit 2 Power Plants. All they have left is Boseiju. Maybe we hit Boseiju. Yeah, you know what? Let's hit Boseiju. Who endures? I already kept them off Tron. I mean, they only basically have, they only have 6 lands left. It's not, they can't cast all the heavy hitters in their deck. I think that puts us in a good position. I really do. I probably should have taken Karn though, to be honest. But they're so low on time. Realistically, I think this is GG regardless. Yeah, I don't see them winning in 1 minute. Yep, let's see if there's any salt in the comments. Nope. Okay, good. Good on the opponent. Good for them. I know I'd feel kind of salty if all my lands got blown up in a frickin' mono black deck. Who does this guy think he is, man? Demolition Fields and Necromentia. I was like, why don't you just play Cable? Why don't you just play, Cabal Coffers, man? Like, what's wrong with you? What, you think you're better than an Aspiring Spike? Well, no, man. I just do my own thing, dude. I don't really. I tried Cable Coffers, it just wasn't, or Cabal Coffers, whatever. It just wasn't my thing. I don't know. I don't know. I like these cards. Let me tell you. Geez, like, just give it a rest, man. I'm just trying to play these cards that look cool and that I like and that I think are good and that, I don't know. I mean, if I win, I win, and if I don't, I don't. Then maybe I do end up turning into Cabal Coffers. I'm just kidding. But they didn't say anything, so I'm just arguing with myself at this point. All right, GG's. Yep. Where's the screen? Yay. All right, GG's. Okay, match 3. Looky here. Alright, well, this hand looks decent. Not like anything super busted, but solid. I got a draw engine, got some removal, got a discard spell. That's Raven's Crime, because why not? Lenga Britson. Let's go. It's spelled differently, but I think Lenga means long in German. Oh no, so we can't intercept a Goblin Guide. But Cling to Dust is good life gain though, so at least. Okay, so it's more like Murktide. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, let's just march now. Let's not get creative. This is just too perfect at 1 damage. Don't force a negation, my bro. Okay. Alrighty. Yep, I had a feeling. Okay, this is the most obvious Fatal Push of all time. It's the most obvious Cling to Dust, I think, of all time. Well, maybe not. Maybe so. Yeah, you know what? It is so. I'm gonna just play around Murktide. Now, should I Raven's Crime? I'm not, because I might actually need the land. Okay. Let's see. Alright, well, I can put Obosh to hand. Seems like maybe not bad. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? I mean, that's why Obosh is in the deck, isn't it? Darn straight it is. Okay. Alright. So they're obviously just going to counter Obosh, which is going to be fodder for their dragons, whatever. Let's do this. Alrighty. Let's go. I can also just pitch Obosh to the Bloodcheif, the March of the Wretched Sorrow. Okay, that's a good one. So I could play Obosh, but I don't wanna like get zinged by a Dashing Raga. I just don't. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't feel like it. Not today. Yeah, plus they're collecting cards in their hand at a faster rate than me. I could play Liliana, but the issue is I actually want to hold up end of turn Murderous Rider, so then I can end of turn Murderous Rider, Bloodcheif's Thirst on my turn, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's cool. I think I want to down tick with Liliana, or maybe I want to march for 2. It's kind of a close call. What do I want to do here? I actually kind of like Liliana for down ticks against Murktide. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try to down tick with Liliana because it's like guaranteed card advantage. All these other cards are not card advantage. So spells, what do you call it? Spell Pierce won't stop it. Like, this is just a guaranteed way to make Liliana more or less a 2-for-1. Okay, so it's more like a Blue Moon deck, most likely. Fire Ice is usually not a Murktide type card. I think I'll put it on top. This is a solid card. Essence Flux? What the? Creature you control and return that card to the battlefield under opponent's control. Spirit of some counter. Let's see here. Let me think. I'm gonna do this here. Bam. I'm gonna hit this thing. Maybe I need a Bloodcheif's Thirst. Now, of course, if they Murktide, hopefully they don't have counterspell backup, which they probably do. But I need to have an interceptor for Ragavan. I really do. Okie dokie. Yeah, there's the Ragavan. See, I told you I'd have an interceptor for that. Ready. Okay, boom. Okay. Yeah, it's a good thing they can't cast it. Well, I mean, we knew that was on top of our library. Well, so they got the Liliana out of the way. It is what it is. I like my Liliana, but we can live without it. Sayonara. Okay, this is a good one. I almost wonder if we should just go after the Spire Bluff. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. We still have plenty of cards. They probably have more basic islands if they're a blue moon deck. But this also enables us to Fatal Push the Fable if they don't play Ragavan. Well, they definitely are playing Ragavan, okay. Mining. Without Spell Pierce. Essence Flux. Towards max control. That's fine. Notably, Reflection only hits non-legendary creatures, so there is that. Let's see here. Glint of Dust. We definitely want Raven's Crime to be in the deck. Okay. Not bad. I won't do this, because why not? I mean, just, I don't know what else to say, just why not? Alright, we'll just do this. Reflection says non-legendary, so there is that. Alright, well, I'm going to do this. Okay. Alrighty. I might actually just Raven's Crime here. Seems like a pretty good use of Raven's Criming. Let's go. Yep, let's go. Okay. I'm guessing the last card is another Lightning Bolt type effect. Or not. Maybe. Blood Moon would suck, but it is what it is. Okay, that would kind of suck too, but it also is what it is. Alrighty. Well, I mean, this is not bad. I'm going to just draw a card while I can take minimal damage. Yeah, while Raven's Crime was tempting, I, just want to make my land drop when I can. Okay. Okay, well. Let's go. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Yeah, Murktide would be scary as heck, but I think that's going to be a Fury, and that's fine. Yeah, so it goes. I can Fire Ice the other one. Okay. Alright, well let's see if this opens up some new avenues. Looks promising to me. Alright, well it phased out. That happened. I'm probably gonna block. I could block with Hive though. Let's just do this. Block with Murderous Rider. I'm gonna be greedy and I'm gonna wait. Ready. Greed is good sometimes. Ooh, are they gonna want to bring me down to three life? Tempting, I'm sure. I'm sure it's tempting. They did use how many lightning bolts? 3, all 4 lightning bolts. So yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so let's see here. What can we do? What can we do? First things first. Let's do this. Man, I don't want to discard Raven's Crime, but I guess I will, because I need their graveyard to be full for Cling to Dust. Alrighty. Okay, so they did run out of islands. Just in case they've got Murktide. Okay. Alright, we're gonna Funeral Charm on their upkeep, I think. This seems like the thing to do. 5th Lightning Bolt. Okay, reasonable card to hit. Going on a 3 is a little scary though, not gonna lie. Alrighty. Okay. Liliana is pretty gas though. Always good. Alright, I actually don't like removing the graveyard here, but I will anyway. I'll actually hit Counterspell. I think I actually want to gain the life now after the next Cling to Dust. So there is that. Alrighty. Da da da. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a fatal push if I've ever seen one. I'm gonna die to a Ragavan hit. But I also do want to draw a card. Yeah, I can't just target it for 2 to just get out of my hand. Alright, well hopefully they don't draw Fire Ice and kill me. Ah. Oh man. That sucks. Oh, okay. It wasn't Fire Ice. I was really worried that was Fire and Ice, dude. Whew. Alrighty. I hit this. I still do kind of want to tempt fate a little bit by drawing a card. Yeah, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make them discard on the draw step. It just does seem like the thing to do. I could be mistaken, but it does just seem like the thing to do. Yeah, that works for me. I can Cling to Dust in at a turn. Probably gain life. Because gaining 3 life is potentially worth 3 cards. I do like it. Alrighty, bam, 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 bam. Okay, done. Bam. Okie dokie. Moving right along. Yeah, I'm just gonna uptick so I can continue drawing a card blissfully unaware. Castle Locthwain. Yeah, once again, on the beginning of their upkeep, seems like the thing to do. Oh wow, that was a good hit. Okay, I can down tick on that. And I don't mind if I do, right? Maybe I'll actually just do this here. Pretty sure they're out of lightning bolts. Continue the card advantage spree here. Am I out of fetchable lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't discard any, so I think I can do this. And yeah, nice. I like it. I really do. I'm behind on the clock though. I don't like being behind on the clock. Alrighty. Why did I do this? I don't know. I don't know why I did this. But I do gain the life back, so there is that. Practically drawing through my entire deck here. Alrighty. This is TT, isn't it? Subtlety, that's fine. I can just down tick and double attack with Hive. Alrighty, well, I'll take it. Okie dokie. So, not bad. Not bad. I didn't see any Murktides, but we can't necessarily rule out that they don't have them, can we? Well, maybe we can. How much do we really need the Nihil Spellbomb? I don't know how much we need the Demolition Field, to be honest. I mean, it seemed kind of good, but I think Blast Zone's going to be better in this matchup. I mean, the rest of the cards just are kind of good. I don't know what else to say. Karn Sylex could be good, actually. But Nihil Spellbomb just seems more safe. Just does. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Alrighty, Obosh. Yeah, this hand looks legit. Not like insurmountably, unstoppably good or anything, but legit. Okay, we have Bloodcheif's Thirst for Ragavan, thank God. This is definitely making me feel very positive about Bloodcheif's Thirst, that's for sure. Kind of went into this not being sure if we were gonna like playing this and Fatal Push, but kind of saved our butt there. Oh wow. We'll take this. Okay. Let's go. Maybe we should have actually just cycled for 1 black. I don't know. Raven's Crime seemed good. Dashing Raga? We just think we'll just play Raga last turn. Okay. Bloodcheif's Thirst for me, I think. Now, should I expose myself to Bloodcheif's Thirst? I'm going to live life on the wild side, and I'm going to do that. I'm into Spell Pierce. Alright, it's Spell Pierce time. Okay, well, didn't get punished for living on the wild side. It's just too tempting when we know they're kind of short on mana. Oh well, they're drawn out of the mana rut, so yeah. No, we wish them all the best. All right, fair enough. Well, we actually kind of needed to get that second swamp, as you can see, kind of super critical actually. We gotta hit that lightning bolt. Okay. Alrighty. Now, I could have Raven's Crime, but I'll wait till the next turn. I want to be able to at least offer attempting to Intercept a Dashing Raga. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, considering how much work my Castle Locthwain did, I think it's completely reasonable for them to be assuming Blood Moon is good, and it is good. Even though we're a monocolor deck, it is good. That is for sure. Alright, well I can intercept this, thankfully. Hopefully they don't have some tricks. Yeah, alright, cool. That was good. That was good. Alright, let's discard this one here. See what they discard. Hopefully it's something good. Orvar, but what? I guess they can. Okay, so they get a black source, but that's not that great. I mean, yeah, it's not that great. Orvar is cool, but getting a copy of a swamp is not that great. I'm surprised they didn't grab a copy of Field of Ruin, so they would have had another mountain, which you'd think would be more relevant. I'm gonna cling to dust. Okay. Not bad. Gotta love it. I am going to Raven's Crime, because I mean, these lands are just not that useful. I mean, man, Raven's Crime is such a. Seems like it's an underrated card. People assume you gotta play it in 8 rack, but why? So the card actually might have utility in other matchups. I'm certainly feeling it. Alrighty. I'm certainly feeling it. Ain't not bad. I want to hold on to this rider. Could definitely have good applications. What if they drop a Jace or something? I can't cling to dust yet, but I want to play it patient. I really do. No, definitely. We'll take all the basic swamps we can, but the non-basic lands, we're probably going to be Raven's criming with those. He who rhymed it, crimed it, as they say, right? That should be the name of the card. He who rhymed it, crimed it. Alrighty. It's a fart joke, in case anybody's wondering. That doesn't break YouTube's terms of service. Oh, there's the Murktide. I missed ya! I missed ya, bud! Dude, it's been such a long time. I was waiting for you. You have no idea how much I missed you. So glad to see you. Now you're gone. So it goes. What can I say? Alright, well, let's do this first. Let's get some, for old time's sake. Am I right? I'll discard the Fatal Push. Because why not? Alrighty. I mean, yeah, they could end a turn bolt this, then draw Ragavan attack, but I'll take the mana efficiency, and yeah. Oh man, I missed you, bud. I can't believe it. It's been such a long time. But I can obviously just downtick with the Liliana, can't I? Which I probably should, considering that considering I can just Raven's Crime. Let's attack first. Alrighty. Let's see. Orvar? Okay, counterspell. You know what? Let's cling that. I like it. I like the idea of clinging. I might seem kind of clingy. Alright, fine. I'll get rid of the Raven's Crime. I know, it seems like we had such a good run with it, but I think we're okay. Because we kind of want to intercept the Ragavan even more. La 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 la. Okay, well. Alright. Match 4. And this hand seems doable. Yeah, not like not the end all be all of hands, but doable, as they say. So let's yeah, let's commence with the Funeral Charming. Now we want to obviously hold Funeral Charm up. Who knows? There could be some deck where we like Reanimator where we actually don't want to discard the card. But it's Goblins, so we're going to make them discard the card. Okay. Okay, it's a Goblin. Yeah, we're still gonna, we could cling our own card, but we're still gonna hold this until end of turn. They could play Ragavan in a Goblin deck. There's absolutely no rule that says they can't. They don't play Blood Moon. That would suck. Okay. Well, we're going to use our mana efficiently, so let's go. Goblin Ringleader's a good one. Alright, let's try to use our mana efficiently and just draw a card here. We don't want to gain 3 life, we want to draw a card. Alright, well. We're going to hit Bugbear. So, yeah, we're going to probably hit the Bugbear in a turn. Holding up a mana could be a form of bluffing. There's little downside and a lot of upside to doing it, so why not? Shock, okay. Shocked. Double Matron. Alright, well that's a potentially powerful card for them to go fetch up like a Ringleader or something. Snoop, okay. Hopefully I draw like a Fatal Push or something. Kinda glad they grew Snoop rather than Ringleader. Ringleader is probably just GG. Snoop we have a chance. Although I'm not exactly super thrilled about that chance, to be honest. I mean, hey, Raven's Crime. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Okay, that's the other combo piece, at least. Alright, well, too bad I can't use the rest of my lands for good, but at least maybe we live to see another day. Hopefully they don't top deck. Goblin Matron also gets in there, because that can enable them to put Bogart Harbinger on top of the library. They can cast that, so that's always nice. We know they drew land. I mean, why not cast it, right? That's what we gotta do. I need kill stuff. Or they're gonna draw a mountain. Okay, this is getting a little annoying, not gonna lie. So I can't both draw a card and exile it, because I'm just not gonna have a target by the end of the turn. Man, this really sucks. I'm going to lose so much life from Castle Locthwain. I think what I have to do is just hit this card, put Obosh to hand. Well, but now they draw an on-land card, but maybe they don't. All right, well, I guess I don't know, man. I don't know how good that was. Sometimes this is just how the cookie crumbles. I did need to put the card in my graveyard and the land in their graveyard so that I could cling to dust. Okay, well they can't cast it, I don't think. No, they had a land on top, didn't they? Yeah, they did, so they can cast it. Oy, and that means they just win, I think. You know what? I should have kept the Field of Ruin up actually, because I realized it forces a shuffle, so actually it kind of disrupts their combo. Didn't think of that. Let's see if they see it. Let's see if they see it. Alright, they saw it. Well, we don't know for a fact yet, but we're going to assume they saw it. Yeah, we already know they still got the card in their graveyard because... God, man. Alright. So obviously Field of Ruin is better because it forces a shuffle. You know what? Feed the Swarm is probably... Nihil Spellbomb, I just don't think it really does that much. Definitely Feed the Swarm is better. I don't think it's worth having Obosh. I think Feed the Swarm is pretty good. You know what? On the other hand, actually having Obosh could actually be pretty nice. Maybe Sylex. I think Nihil Spellbomb just actively is a bad card in this matchup. We'll just play 26 lands. Yeah, we'll do it. I mean, I know we had so many lands that turn, but I don't want to just exile their graveyard. Or maybe I do. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I do. Maybe I'm fine to exile their graveyard. Yeah, it's okay. I didn't want to anyway. Oh yeah, I actually forgot Raven's Crime gives me something to do with that. So okay. Yeah, I'll Raven's Crime. Raven's Crime. Oh yeah. Yep, so the Raven's Crime. He who crimed it. He who rhymed it, crimed it, as they say. That's the name of the card here. He who rhymed it, crimed it. So we crimed him. Yeah, I mean, for those who don't know, the way it goes is he who smelt it, dealt it. He who rhymed it, crimed it. And then I think he who wrapped it, well, maybe I shouldn't say for the YouTube algorithm, but a certain bodily excretion of sorts. All right. I hate this thing. They just don't put non-land cards in their graveyard, and that's the main thing we want to use for this thing, but it is what it is. You know what? I should have actually just made them discard 2 cards, now that I think about it. Or at least discarded 1 card. That was my bad. I don't know, maybe not. There is something to be said to wait a little bit until they're further along. Okay, the card is scary. Funeral Charm's kind of the perfect end of your next turn. I think I kind of have to play Sylex though. I don't know how many like actual fetch lands they have, but I'm mostly playing this for dealing with the Aether Vial. And I can maybe deal with the Horde Master as well. We'll see. Yeah, and it actually turns out maybe it was good that I didn't discard the land. Yeah, hopefully it's not like a 10th Street Hooligan, but I think they have to. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know why they just put that into play. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, so they can play Mogwar Marshal. That's cool, I guess. I'm thinking to think here. Alright, so I'm gonna cling. And alright. And I think I'm gonna wait on making them discard a card. Mogwar Marshal from exile, probably. Okay. Yeah, just make them discard a card. Alrighty. Orvar. Okay, interesting. I mean, it's okay, but it's like, I guess they can copy Mogwar Marshal. Yeah, I mean, this is like good, sort of, but not like insurmountably good. Maybe I should have discarded. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Alrighty. I guess that's fine too. Conspicuous Snoop. Okay. Alright, well, I see very little harm in just waiting till end of turn. If they attack with the Bugbear, I can of course field a Rune in response. Maybe I should have just fielded and Rune into response either way. Okay, well they can cast it, I guess. I'm gonna do this. As long as we don't get the instant speed one, I think this ends up being okay. Okay. Huh. Stayed on top of the library somehow. Alright, well, let's kill this thing. Because I really want to play the Murderous Rider. Sling Gang. Oh, alright, they sure slinged me. Don't sling me, bro. So, what's the plan here? Kind of want Wrench, whatever. But it can't hit Sling Gang. Let's do this here. No, I can't. Actually, I can and I have to, don't I? Yeah, I can and I have to. Whew. Conspicuous Snoop could go nuts next turn. Alright, well, since I don't have any any instant speed interaction anymore, just have to do their worst. They should have just played the other Conspicuous Snoop anyway, although I guess they wanted to make mana efficiency. Alright, do your worst, man. Oh, that is kind of worst. Well, at least I can hit both of those. And then play Liliana. So, you know, could be worse. Really could be. Actually, might, you know, could be worse. It really could. I hit this. Bam. Bam. MoneyGram. I'm going to tick up. Just hitting a token just doesn't seem like a great use of my time. If they want to send everything at this, you know, so be it. They can technically take it down, but then I gain 2 life and I deal with one of their creatures. They only have a land on top, so you know. We'll see. Okay. Alrighty. I really should have ticked up first. I guess I'll just tick down, because why not? Maybe. I got a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling about this. That's kind of a bad feeling. Goblin Ringleader's gotta be. Gotta be Goblin Ringleader, dude. Still good blocks, but it's gotta be Goblin Ringleader. Say 4, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there it is. I knew you could do it. 4 lands. One goblin and 3 lands, so that I can discard the 1 goblin with. Oh no, the 2 goblins. Okay. Bogart though is a little concerning. Oh man, if I can crime it with Raven's Crime, then maybe we can do something. Okay. Let's see. Hugh crimed it, crimed it, didn't they? Yeah, let's hit this Den of the Bugbear. Alrighty. Okay, so I can crime it. Always nice. Yeah. Bogart or munitions? Bogart. Alright, let's do this. Hitting Obosh seems bad, but I think it's kind of the lesser of two evils. I really do. Yeah, with a double fatal push has its advantages. Maybe I should have held on to the Obosh. Let's see. See if they just want to bum rush me. They don't. Alrighty. Oh, let's see here. Let's do this. And in response, no, let's just do this. Let's see what we got here. Dude. Well, let's do this. So I guess they're just going to get rid of Mogwai Marshal, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm so teetering to on the brink of annihilation. Might as well. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, I am probably... I gotta make a choice. I'm probably gonna... I guess I can gain life if I need to, or I can Castle Locthwain. We'll see. Alrighty. They seem to be getting incredibly bad draws. I could just pump this up to 3, actually. Nah, that's not necessary. Okay. Let's just do this here. I mean, I guess I continue to just do stuff. Maybe. I think I need to start gaining life with Cling to Dust. Yeah, let's swiftly end this. Let's do this. And let's start attacking. You know what? They can triple block if they want. So be it. I don't really give a hoot. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. Oh man, what a insane match that was. Now, what is the plan? You know what? I'm actually gonna play Necromentia. Karn Sylex, I do think has some merit, but instead of these 2 Demolition Fields, let's do 2 Necromentia. We don't want to overdo it with the Necromentia, but I think if we can hit their Goblin ringleaders, I think we stand a much better chance to outgrind them. And I know Necromentia is a weird card to bring in a non-combo matchup, but I actually think there is certainly merit here. There really is. I think there is merit. So let's go. Okay, Obosh, I choose you. Suite of cards seems okay. One nice thing about Sylex is that we can get rid of the Aether Vials if they have them. We have to draw Sylex though, and there's no guarantee about that. Let's see. Okay, but they didn't draw Aether Vial. Always a good sign for us, by the way. Okay, clingy, clingy, clingy. I could Fatal Push, but I'm going to be a little patient. That's he who rhymed it, crimed it, right? And normally I mean, yeah, if I had more lands, obviously I'd use them, but alas, I don't. Should I Fatal Push? No, fine, I will. I'll bite. I'll also bite and play this. Let's see here. I mean, they could play like 2 Goblins and play Munitions Expert, but kind of looks like that's what's happening. Of course they have it. Like, why wouldn't they? Alrighty. Part of me wants to discard that last card in their hand. I don't know what it is. I don't think I can, though. Log Fanatic. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Anti-Smog Fanatic. Not Goblin Ringleader, dude. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Oh, okay, let's Goblin Ringleader. Field of Ruin can unshuffle that. The Funeral Charm can hit it out of their hand. So we have some interaction, but yeah, I don't know. Problem is the Mog Fanatic can actually hit their own creatures in response, but we can actually technically march. Interesting. It's an interesting, how can I say? Okay. Yeah, so they're just going to go grab a Ringleader, most likely. We're going to hit the Bogart Harbinger, force them to have to use Mog Fanatic if they want to do that. I might just go get the Horde Master thing. Yeah, they did. I mean, I can't exactly blame them too much. Could be worse for sure. Orvar. We're gonna draw. Now Orvar's just exiled. I don't think they can play it, so it's something to keep in mind. Should I even like destroy something here? What's the alternative? Put Obosh to hand. I think that's a better alternative. Gaining 4 life with Murderous Rider. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. Come on, not munitions expert or goblin matron to find it, or anything good for that matter. Well, that's something good, but at least it's not munitions expert. That could just lead to an insta-kill, can't it? Maybe I should have put Blast Zone on 2, shouldn't I? Let me think. You know, technically, I might be able to stop the dark future, the dark fate, as it were. Too bad this doesn't deal damage. Because I can't exactly cast the thing this turn. Let's see what they draw. So they actually drew. They drew the Goblin Matron, so I think we live at least 1 turn, I think, unless I'm missing something. There's still an argument to be made I should have put the Blast Zone up on 2 instead of playing Obosh, but can I say I like to live life on the wild side. To kill the Snoop, I might have a chance. Bloodcheif's Thirst, I think that'll do it. And you're still going to draw that Bloodstained Mire, I believe. So I think we're in not bad shape. Yeah. And unfortunately, I can't kill all of them, but at least I still gain 4 life. So hey, there's nothing. Yeah, let's castle it up. I'm going to start getting busy. So maybe this is a mistake, but I mean, eventually I have to win, don't I? That's my logic, at least. It's my logic, and I'm sticking to it. Oh man, I need to draw that. What do we call it? Now this is kind of essential, I think. Well, it's only creatures here, isn't it? Ready. We're gonna try to zap whatever's out of their hand on their upkeep. Or on the draw step, rather. We'll just go to card. It's a good one to discard. I'm gonna hit the Bloodstained Mire. Maybe. Ready. Yes. I think this will go a long way, making sure we don't get juked. This is a ringleader. Only one goblin ringleader. Oh, get 2 more snoops. Well, that explains why I'm kind of winning the grind war. I would have thought they had more ringleaders. Maybe I should have hit Snoop. Snoop Dogg. Alright, not a Snoop, but a good card nonetheless. Okay. Bloodcheif's Thirst this. Okay, it's not a Snoop. Alright, we're definitely separating everything. I'm obviously going to choose the lands, but maybe not. We'll see. Okay, they did. Alrighty. Alright, now I think I'm going to put the Blast Zone on 2. Draw step, discard a card. Yeah, don't mind if I do, and I think that's GG. Unless I'm missing something, I think I got this one. Oh man, I think we did it. Oh snap! Oh man, goblins. Like, good thing they're not on the 4 ringleader version, because then we might have actually needed that what do you call that card? Necromentia. Anyway, all right. Okay, match 5, and of course I'm subject to rearranging these. All right, I like it. Yeah, let's see. This might actually end up being effectively match 4. Let's see. I think Raven's Crime is better than it looks. The retrace definitely giving it some surprising utility. You know, what can I say? Okay, so is this going to be a grind fest? Let's go. Man, good thing we haven't faced a single Veil of Summer yet. That card is hell on wheels against us. I think we need this land. So, alrighty. Yeah, good old Veil of Summer, if you know what I mean. Okay. La 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 la. Looks like maybe Omnath control. Not sure. But I think this has got to be a Liliana. Now they can probably just play you know, Leyline Binding, but still seems like a reasonable card to get rid of. Okay, well it's not Leyline Binding, so that means maybe we do get some real value out of here. I think March of Wretched, whatever, is actually the most suspect. We can trigger a Revolt pretty easily with Fatal Push, so yeah. I want to put Obosh to hand for the next discard if we're so lucky. Okay, so they're gonna, yeah, that's fine. Should we? Yeah, I want to hit my land drops. I don't know about you all, but I want to hit my land drops. Or my Raven's Crimes, as it were. Wow, we're really hitting the Solitudes, which is nice because we're not playing Turok for a white. Okay, Murderous Rider or Fatal Push, kind of a tough call. Or I could Bloodcheif Thirst for 4. I don't actually have that many creatures we can maybe Fatal Push, so yeah, maybe we want to do this. I mean, them gaining 4 life is not ideal, but they can't get a plains for, I mean, I don't assume they don't have 2 plains. There's Island and they Spellpierce me, that's gonna suck. Yes, I know they gain 4 life, but I still think it's worth it to Fatal Push this. It's just a good opportunity, like, to get Revolt while we can. I mean, yeah, Murderous Rider, but, you know. Let's see here. We can Raven's Crime. Kind of rather hit the red mana. Let's go. Probably gonna get blue. Okay, that's fine. Put Obosh to hand. Alrighty. Pretty much 3 out of 4 Solitudes, which is always nice. I'm gonna be mana efficient. I could regret this. If they Solitude it, you know, so be it. Use the 4th Solitude. Their 4th Tude. I can hit more fetch lands with the Nihil Spellbomb now. It is cool that Bloodcheif's Thirst just cleanly answers the Ren and 6 for 1 mana, which is nice. Okay, what is this? Alright, that's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. Hit this card. Swamp. I don't think they even really use the swamp for anything. I think I'm gonna hit the red mana. Oh, Raven's Crime, because why not? I do like these Zendikar lands. They're very pretty. They very much have my seal of approval. This is the first full color art lands I ever collected, and not like, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this against my better wishes. I'm gonna lose 4 life. Ugh. Just do this while I can, I guess. Cling to Dust. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Cling to Dust is a very good card to pick up here. Alright, that's fine. We can Cling to Dust that, which is always nice. March. Spellbomb, Demolition Field, push, Relic. Done. Not gonna lie, there's not exactly like the most crazy amount of thought going into like what I exile, but hey. We're working our way on their lands. La 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 la. I might just cling that next turn. We'll see. Yeah, I'll cling that rather than use Spellbomb. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Scratch that. I'm not gonna cling. I'm gonna do this. I think I can discard Bloodcheif's Thirst fairly easily. Alright, because I want to be able to intercept the Solitude, which I know they have by using Murderous Rider. Okay. Hopefully they don't play Fury. That would kind of suck, but it would also kind of be okay. Alright, yeah, hey, I'll just take it. I mean, I think this, I think the Raven's Crime kind of helps, interestingly enough. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. What do I do here? Blah, blah, blah. Man, the only thing that I'm not sure is, like, Obosh is so actually good, surprisingly, in this deck that I'm not really sure. I wonder if there's an alternative to Feed the Swarm. But, like, the fact that this cleanly answers Leyline of Sanctity, which is such an annoying card against us, is just such a consideration. Could play more Karn Sylex, because, I mean, this also deals with Sanctity, but it like, you have to spend 2 turns and 7 mana. This is such a cleaner answer, if you know what I mean. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, da, 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 da. I mean, I like the 8 fields, I'll tell you that much. Nihil Spellbombs, these might kind of, but they kind of help with Fatal Push. I'm trying to think here. You know what, Nihil Spellbomb, I don't think it's necessary because this is such a clean answer to Ren 6. Plus, we can always Cling to Dust to land in response. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong way, but I definitely want Blast Zone. I think that's pretty much it. And I'm actually going to go to 28 lands, because one thing, actually, if we draw a Raven's Crime, it's actually kind of good. Like, if we trade 1 for 1, their cards oftentimes are more than one card for us, so yeah. Alrighty. Okay. This hand is interesting, but definitely a keep. Definitely a keep, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Alright, well, have to play a tap land, but it is what it is. Let's go Mm. Okay, yeah, we're definitely he who rhymed it, crimeding it. That's for sure. Yeah, we're playing this because I mean I can't do anything with the boss zone anyway. La 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 la. Okay, I can murderous ride that. Okay, they caught on. They caught on that I can just murderous ride it. So I'm gonna Liliana. I'm sure they can 1-for-1 me in some way, but I actually think Fatal Push is kind of dubious without a way to enable Revolt. That's cool. So they can get an elemental, which is quite something. Yeah, Omnath. That's a good one. Remember they got Omnath in their hand. I'm going to take down, man. I just think that's the thing to do. I think that's what responsible people would do here. I'd like to think. Did they use Swamp for anything? I'm just going to hit this because the last thing I would hate for them to do is to Spell Pierce me, which I guess they can do anyway, now that I think about it. Okay. So Sergeant, Flooded Strand. Yeah, he who rhymed it, crimed it, that's for sure. Ooh, no, no, no. Alrighty. I might just down tick with Liliana if they present something killable, which they do, of course. They could Fury it. Okay. Yeah, definitely down ticking. And I'm definitely getting rid of March. It's just the least grindy card here. Oh, they discarded another Omnath. That's a little surprising. Not gonna lie. A little surprising. Elite. Let's see, we got enchantment, creature, land. I don't think they got enough. Enchantment, creature, land. Yeah, it's not. They don't have delirium yet. Endurance, yeah. I smelt it. I smelt it. They dealt it. Okay, they returned it. Reasonable. You know what? I'm going to put Obosh to hand, and I might actually discard it, believe it or not. But March is probably... Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of March. Okay, so they're gonna prismatic ending. It's fine. All right, everybody knows I got Obosh. Let's just play it out. All right, expressy iteration. Not bad. Boom. Breeding pool. Okay. I mean, eventually they gotta play creatures, right? You would think. I'm gonna start drawing cards, even if it costs me 3 life. Alrighty. Let's go. Alrighty. Oops, I don't want to sacrifice this. Let's get rid of the lands. Now, that's a lot of firepower, man, I tell you what. This has definitely got to eat a Solitude. There's no way. There's no way it doesn't. There's no way. No way it doesn't. Come on. Of course. Of course. It's fine. Any... Alright, yep, that's fine with me. Get to gain some life. And we get to do this. And we get to play it. Yes, this could get Furied, and then that sets me up for playing the other one, so there's that. Okay. Alrighty. My tea. Money, gram. Alright, that's fine. It's a little disappointing, but no biggie. I'll play this out too, because why not? Yeah, we're definitely going to try to jack up the blast zones, I think. Yeah, we're probably going to draw cards too. Oh yeah, that's definitely a Solitude. But I'm definitely Murderous Riding. Alrighty. Too bad I don't really have reach in this deck, but hey, so be it. Let's see here. Yeah, I can probably draw some cards at Castle Locthwain, always nice. I might just draw a card on my upkeep. Who knows? Who knows, right? Now they gotta play something or they die, so Yeah, they're gonna play Solitude. They're gonna gain life. It's gonna suck, but I'm gonna start drawing more cards. So yeah, too bad I'm out of instant speed removal. So it goes. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw a card in a turn. It's just more mana efficient than using Raven's Crime, but yeah, I don't know, what do I know? Okie dokie. Okay, Omnath. The Wrath of Omnath. Gain life? Yeah, gain life. Alright. Gaining life is certainly always a welcome thing, you'd think. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Bloodcheif's Thirst. Oof. Getting thirsty here. Alright, whatever, man. I'm just gonna do this. Probably pump blast down to 3. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I can Elish Norn that. But I do have to put this to 2 then, which is fine. It's very doable. Alright, let's do this. Let's hit screen blue. Let's just take them entirely off of red, shall we? Okay. Should I crime it? Should I He Who Rhymed It crimed it again? Could be good. I'm going to try to keep him off double white. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Alright, I mean, that sucks because I don't have a removal spell yet, but I can crime it. Alrighty. That could have been better to keep in my hand, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't like taking damage because life is basically cards. Alright, worst case scenario, I can just ditch the blast zone. A demolition field of sorts would be nice. I can pull it off. March, not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, let me think here. This could be a mistake to be doing this like this, but you know, I'm gonna do this on their turn. Hopefully they play a Rendered 6, I blow up Blast Zone, and play Fatal Push. Alright, fine, you can zing me for 4 damage. You got it. You got it, man. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy, bro? That's a good card. This is where actually Endurance on themselves actually is pretty good. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. Oh, never mind. I guess I'll have to wait till my turn. I'm going to return that to their hand, of course. Okay. I don't even know if Renin 6 is even that good, to be honest. I might just take this up to 3, depending on. They want to return the Omnath to their hand. That's fine. That's fine too. Yeah, so I'm just going to draw a card and then use the ability. Just for Renin 6, Fatal Push. You know the drill. Alright, alright. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to intercept. I doubt it's gonna do any good, but I'm gonna try at least. Temple Garden, why not? Yeah, it actually worked. I mean, I guess let's Raven's Crime, right? And I guess let's do this. It's like land flood for them, big time. Okay, fine, yeah, fair enough. I guess I'll do this before I draw something that is not so good, that I can't. I mean, I got in there last turn. Maybe I get in there this turn too. Maybe I hit Endurance. Just a thought. I don't know. Let's see here. must be living. Go now, you are forgiven. Probably get rid of Elish Norn. Such a monstrous card it is. Alrighty. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, that's cool. Okay. Put this on 3. I'll try to go after Fairy. Get rid of Endurance, I guess. Maybe. Okay. Let's go. That's the last of our fetchable lands. You have to be cognizant. Get rid of the Omnaths, I guess. Cards are quite threatening. There's quite a few of them, too. I'm going to try to swift end this. It just seems like a good thing to do. It really does. Okay. Maybe I should have discarded with Raven's Crime. They seem to have so many lands in their hand. Omnath, Locus of Creation. Okay, Leyline, Binding, which is cool. Okay. Ready. Omnath. One more Omnath. They've got one more Omnath left. Because if they do Endurance themselves, I want to at least take the Omnath out of their deck. Oh man, we did it. Alright, well it's not a 5-0, but hey, 4-1. I'll take it. Alright, match 1. And we're going to reveal Obosh, but we're not playing red. Yep, Obosh, 8 field, but mono black for a change. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, this hand is going to be a keep. You know, trying out these Bloodcheif Thirsts. I've played these in the past. I like the way this can one-shot Ren and 6. What can I say? Anyway, yeah, we'll just see how this goes. This is very much subject to change. Just trying to play really kind of the best mono black cards that I can think of for the most part. And I think Bloodcheif Source is pretty much one of the best removal spells. Only knock against it is it's a sorcery. It'd probably be better than Fatal Push in this deck if it wasn't a sorcery, but hey, what can you do? Alright, let's see. Dashing Ragavan would suck because we can't intercept it. But we'll see. If this is Ledger Shredder, Bloodcheif Thirst is pretty easy. It looks like, oh, it's Waker Waves. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, we do have hate, but we gotta see our we gotta see what we can get here. Okay, so I was expecting a grief there, but no grief. I mean, I don't think I should play Murderous Rider. Let's just do this here. I want to do this now because if they untap and if they miss their land drop, we don't want to inadvertently, mana ramp them into Violent Outburst mana. I don't think they can cycle anything with 1 green either. And I think they're pretty much in Strip Mine Vil, I think. Let's see. Yeah, alright, well here comes a Shardless Agent. At least we can Murderous Ride the Waker of Waves. Although if they've got whatchamacallit, then there's not much we can do. Force Negation. Okay, well this is good. Alright, well I guess this is kind of make it or break it. I could try to get creative and do this on their turn, but okay, that's a good start. Let's see, I could play March, ditching both of these to kill 1, gain 4 life, but I just don't know if that's where we want to be. Yeah, especially since these Bloodcheif Thirsts are kind of not half bad in their own right. I don't know. Maybe I should have. I guess I still have the option to do that, don't I? Ah, man. What am I doing? This is probably a mistake. But let's do it. But they didn't draw Force Negation. Alright, fine. Well, you know, at least we got a Force Negation out of the way. And then we drew another Bloodcheif Thirst. Alright, let's go after this, and let's play the Murderous Rider. Hopefully they're out of basics. Sometimes they don't play that many basics. Maybe, hopefully they don't play Subtlety. Okay. They could just Brazen Borrow this and, you know, be on their merry way. Yeah, I think it's a pretty easy block. I mean, of course, they're probably going to Violent Outburst, but still pretty easy block. I think it's actually better for us if they actually bring these cards back. Yeah, so they're not going to. Alrighty. So, I mean, I guess we sort of hold on for dear life for the time being, if they don't have Force Negation, which they do. Okay. Oh, man. Well, I mean, the 8 fields definitely didn't hurt, but at the end of the day, we need our Nihil Spellbomb, which we just didn't have. But we have Necromentia to help out, which is always good. Actually, Cling to Dust could have helped too, but yeah, I didn't see it. Let's see. Raven's Crime is a little iffy. At least they can't cycle the card if they discard it, but it's just, ugh. It's probably better than Funeral Charm. I think, you know, it's probably better than Fatal Push. I think Fatal Push is pretty weak sauce. It only hits a handful of their creatures. Feed the Swarm ends up dealing us a lot of damage, but it does at least cleanly deal with the creatures. Plus, we can't underestimate the possibility of a Leyline of Sanctity. Of course, we can bring in Karn's Sylex possibly, but it'll hit a Nihil Spellbomb. Forgot that. Let's see. Yeah, I've gotta believe Funeral Charm is the weakest link. So let's definitely bring back the Raven's Crime in this. Feed the Swarm. Karn's Sylex is just, I don't know. So I'm going to bring in Feed the Swarm. Maybe I should take out Bloodcheif's Thirst. No, just being able to cleanly answer some of their creatures does seem good. It just does. It's so expensive, though. I don't know. Well, I mean, we got some early graveyard hate. We got something to work toward. And we've even got an answer to Leyline Sanctity. Hopefully we only have one, if they have any. Hopefully they have 0. Doodle. Okay. Still got Cling to Dust. Always nice. Okay. Should I go for Liliana? No, I should definitely go for Necromentia. If they counter, they counter. That's what it is. I think I have to Cling to Dust this thing, Striped Rider, even though I don't draw a card off of it. It's just too good to keep that out of the graveyard. Alright, well, let's see if this sticks. Probably this is going to eat a Force Negation. At least we took one Stripe Rider out of there. We did it. Alrighty. Taking the Living End out of their deck seems like not a bad idea. The Curator, Outburst, Grief, Tarn, Breeding Pool. Pretty sure this reveals after. Forget Grief. Signless Agent. I think the main thing we have to worry about is Curator Mysteries, possibly hardcast Waker Waves later in the game, but yeah. Okay. Exile Zone. Okay. Let's go for Grief. Yeah, that's fine. It's a Breeding Pool. So obviously going to pay a Curator of Mysteries. Yeah, just going to. Alrighty, works for us. Yeah, the Feed the Swarm does mean that the Obosh gets, but I think it's a worthwhile trade. Yeah, just trying to think. Yeah, Bloodcheif's Thirst, I'm just really not sure about this. but it's got to be better than just forcing them to discard. It's got to be, right? Maybe not. Like, forcing them to discard it's weird because on the one hand, it helps them bin their creatures. On the other hand, they don't draw a card off of it if they bin it as opposed to cycle it from the Funeral Charm. I don't know. Funeral Charm is just such weak sauce. Raven's Crime is at least potentially repeated discard. Just can't bring myself to do it. Man, this hand's kind of iffy, but I'm going to live life on the wild side and keep it because it's got the Spellbomb. Hopefully they don't grief or force a negation us. And hopefully if they do, we still draw land. Well, there's the grief, but you can still draw land. And then we got 2 Necromentias to work towards. If there wasn't these Necromentias in the hand to work toward, and the Cling to Dust as well, then I might not have kept it. But I still have outs here. It's not like the hand doesn't do anything now that they've taken the Spellbomb. Alrighty. Yeah, see? So, Raven's Criming, as cool as Raven's Criming would be, I think I gotta try to take the grief. Man, too many Street Wraiths. I don't like it. If they miss a land drop, I might just try to go for my own land drop, but they don't. Let me hit the grief. Do I have Raven's Crime? I'm gonna say no. I think I have to wait until after I Necromentia, but this could be bad. Yeah. Alright, not my first choice here, but so I have to do this, unfortunately. Guess I'll do this here right now. Still not Raven's Criming, because this could just backfire and result in more creatures hitting me than otherwise would. Maybe I should have. I don't lose that much for waiting, I think. Well, if this sticks, then this is my get out of jail free card. Okay, it didn't stick. I'm gonna do this. I think they would have cycled if they had okay. Not bad. Crime, Necromentia, Cling to Dust. At least have a Murderous Rider to help out potentially. I have to do this here. Of course, they can still play something at instant speed. Okay, they do. I might be able to beat this, though. Okay. Gaining some life with Cling to Dust might not have been completely frivolous either. Okay, if I draw a land, I could play this and Necromentia. I actually think I have to play. This is the best use of my mana, though. No, you know what? I'm going to march. I'm doing this now so that they can't. I mean, so that if they have force negation, they've got a. All right, and that's fine because I forced them to use it on their turn. So they would have just countered my Necromentia if I would have played it, and hopefully I draw a land and I can play Murderous Rider and Necromentia, and then I can threaten to gain life. And all right, so let's do this here. Yeah, living and. Unfortunately, they get to get a token, but that's fine. Waves. The token's a pretty naturally easy block with the Murderous Rider. I want to play the Murderous Rider first because I need to start gaining life one way or the other. It's just kind of a necessity. Yeah, if they probably drew Violent Outburst if they attack with that, they didn't. So. Okay, March of Wretched. See, if I block this, I go to 5 and then I die. If they have something, so can I play around at all? So I can go 1, 2. No, I can't, because I can't Cling to Dust and do this. Yeah, I guess they got Force Negation. I guess they just got it, don't they? Because I mean, I don't know of any way I can play around this unless I'm missing something. Come on, here's for nothing. No. Okay, good. That's good. That's a good thing. All right. Well, I can Bloodcheif's Thirst that at least. Okay. I don't know why I waited till their turn. I probably should have just done that and attacked. I don't know. So 5, 6, 7. Should I? I think hitting their land is kind of just better value, probably. If I hold back, I die to Brazen Borrower or to Colossal Sky Turtle. But if I attack, I die to Violent Outburst. Okay, that sealed the deal for me. I'm gonna attack. Yeah, because they have to have both Red Source and Violent Outburst now. If they would have hit a Red Source, I might not have attacked. Yeah, that's fine. This is where Cling to Dust can be very critical. Okay. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to hold back. Because I do want to block, most likely. Yeah. I think I have to Raven's Crime, so I don't do. Done. Ready. Oh yeah, I can't Swamp Walk, I forgot. Should have attacked. Well, I guess if they draw I guess if they draw Violent Outburst, I die, because I totally forgot about Swamp Walk. You know what? I could have actually discarded. I could have discarded so that I could have Cling to Dust. Ugh. But then having this thing in play is just kind of better. Hopefully they don't draw Violent Outburst. Looks like Violent Outburst to me. Okay. I don't know. That might actually be more terrifying. Okay. Raven's Crime. Let me see here. So I have some options. If I attack with both, go to 6, then I also have to cling. 7, 8. But if I just cling, then I just die. Yeah, this sucks that I have to just throw this away, but unfortunately, it's the only way I live. You know, maybe I should have Cling to Dust while I had the chance. Whew. Villain Outburst. Another big creature. Okay. Yeah, kinda saw the writing on the wall here. Well, post-league wrap-up. Hey, if you made it this far, you know, if you haven't already, if you could hit that like button, and if you liked what you saw, and I'm guessing you did if you made it this far, you know, hey, subscribe to see more where this came from. And yeah, I also just want to say real quick, shout out to Miles Rohde, who commented on one of my videos a little while back. I actually searched through to find their comment, and thanks a lot for encouraging me to try Obosh Black again. Yes, I did try Obosh Black, you know, some time ago, but in all honesty, I'm not necessarily. You know what it is? I did not actually realize how good Raven's Crime was outside of 8-Rack at the time, and honestly, this might be, even though this already existed for some time, you know, one of the key like kind of discard engines that this deck was missing. You know, we didn't have Turok, and you know, we kind of like having a discard engine can be kind of important. And Raven's Crime kind of fits the bill. And yes, it's 1 mana, it's odd costed. It works with Obosh. And this might actually be my premier kind of preferred mono black shell, even over the Turok version. I mean, Turok is nice, don't get me wrong. But just Obosh being a free card, as we saw, not something to take lightly. And, you know, while it doesn't necessarily do that much as far as boosting damage like it does with red, you know, as we saw, it does boost the amount of damage Murderous Rider does, so we actually deal twice the damage and gain twice the life. And we also deal twice the damage and gain twice the life with March of Wretched Sorrow, so it still actually, yeah, it does Obosh things. Yeah, in any case, there's really not much I really felt like I needed to change, so I'm probably going to be continuing to explore something, if not this list, something similar. And shout out to my patrons. I don't think Miles Rohde is a patron yet, but if you, hey, unless you're going by a different name here, but I'll shout out everybody here who's been a supporter, and you know, I'll read off their names that they have here. And if you're going by a different name, you know, then certainly thank you for being a patron. But you know, whoever you are, thank you so much for suggesting me to try Mono Black Obosh again. This was quite a blast. And this, I had such a blast. I'm really, this may well not be the last time I play it. Anyway, thank you, Patrick Weissman, Jules Varro, Kevin Rubach, Roland Schonenman, S. Robertson, Sophus Garrett, Erman Lopez, Stanley Franks, Kyle Walters, Mark, Z. Cole Smith, Lucas Frank, Andrew Watts, and Michael Patton. Really appreciate it for everybody. Hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all were able to smash the like button and subscribe. I know, like, you know, YouTubers say that too much, but hey, the one time, man. I mean, it seems like whenever I say that, it seems like the videos do way better. And other things being equal, what's wrong with my videos doing better? You know, it's kind of nice, isn't it? Thanks a lot for everybody for all of your support. Really, take care, and until next time.